Hi everyone, it's Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I am excited to do another Project Life March video. I'm working on March of 2024 and I'll be using a variety of Ali Edwards products to bring these pages together. So as I was looking for stories in March, I saw that we had a few photos from our comfy evenings, and if you've been around my channel a while, you know that I love comfy evenings and ending our busy days with time on the couch hanging out as a family. So sometimes I will take pictures of that, and I had quite a few from March. So this first page, I turned the photos black and white because I just thought they looked better. Then I cut out a die cut from the, the Around Here kit. There you go. Home. And I made a really fun pattern card for just because I wanted to. I had pulled the card in this season and it was orange. And I was like, you know what? I am just going to go with the bright, bold orange color. And I'm really glad that I did. I feel like I played with my stamps, not only in this page, but then in the other colorful page, or not colorful, the other comfy page that I made. But I just felt the pull to take out my stamps and figure out different ways to use them. And same thing with this label sticker here. I wanted to add something to my photos, either yellow or orange, and I found some yellow sticker labels, and so I stamped "Let's Get Comfy" on the photo with my son, and then on my daughter's photo I stamped "Little Things I'm Enjoying," and I love it. It's so fun and easy and done. And that's what I wanted to create with this page. And then of course I can go into the journaling, and when I started journaling, I did not think I had so much to say, but I guess I did. And I just talked about how, like I said a little bit ago, I just love cuddling in the evening and hanging out on the couch and watching TV together. And I'm glad that comfy evening season is still here and it's still going strong. And I said even the big kid likes to cuddle and try to pretend that he's still 4 and likes to sit on my lap. But clearly he's not 4 and clearly he does not fit. But it is really special that, my kids still like to sit on the couch with me and that they don't mind a picture every once in a while. So on this particular page, my daughter was taking some selfies with me, and you never know what you're going to get. And I do say that in the journaling, like I never force my kids to smile. I just take what I get and hopefully it works out. And if it doesn't, it doesn't, and that's okay. But I got a bunch of great photos in this set of photos. She even put her foot up in one of the photos and said, "Let me add a smiley face to it." So I had to include that as well. It's such a great little story to have in our project life. So I used a card that said "Little Things I'm Enjoying" and stamped a tag sentiment that says "Finding Comfort in Small Moments," and then stamped some light blue hearts on the journaling card. That ink pad I think got damaged when I was trying to clean it after I stamped it with a dark ink. So I don't think that ink pad is actually stamping the color that it's supposed to be, but that's okay. So on this page, I just said another part of our evenings is documenting it. Just occasionally, I don't want to drive my kids too bonkers with all of my picture taking. And I always, just like I said, I don't make the kids smile. So I said, quote unquote, this method usually gives the best results because my kids get to be expressive and be themselves. And it truly gives an authentic look at, where they're at in their season of life. So I love that. So I'm so glad that I took the time to pull out the stories from March, just like I always am, but you never know what you're going to get when you're looking at the photos for the month and what stories might come out. And so these stories were really special to have come out, the comfy evenings, and I'm glad that I documented them. So this page is a little bit different in that it's a car museum, and it was on my son's birthday. He had recently gotten into a car racing game and was really into naming the cars, and it was spring break, his birthday, which he was kind of bummed about because he'd rather have, his birthday at school. But he was up for trying this museum and was glad that we did, and we got to see lots of interesting vehicles, and I'm just going to make it a very simple page. I got the Enjoy kit and the stickers, and I'm just going to use those and do something really fun with that Enjoy paper. So as I start putting this page together, I'm like, I am missing 2 photos. How does this happen? I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but it certainly happens to me all the time. I'm like, I'm ready to scrapbook. I'm at my desk. Let's go. And then I start the camera and I start working and playing. And I'm like, I forgot this and I forgot this. So in just a second, you're going to see that I'm going to add 2 more photos. But with this Enjoy paper, I loved the idea of cutting up these letters to spell enjoy and splitting them on the pockets, and it really brings out my photos. I felt like my photos, despite lightening them a little bit, I felt like they were still a little dark. Maybe it was just because the museum's in a warehouse, but the red allowed the photos to kind of pop. And then below each of the photos, I put a little word sticker phrase. And with those being blue, it ties back into the family photo where I have another word phrase sticker, and plus just adds a little bit more color. Absolutely love how these little blocks came together because I didn't feel that I needed to add a lot of journaling or stamping. I really just wanted to keep this page very simple since the photos are pretty busy. The thing that actually took the most time when I was putting together this page was trying to figure out what cars and vehicles these were, because the website had a list, but the list was just a list. It didn't have pictures corresponding. So that was the trickiest part, but I'm glad I took the time to kind of research and figure out which cars matched my photos. So that's what I'm going to talk about on this So Good card. I just said it's spring break. It's my son's birthday, so we decided to try out this museum. We've always liked to try out museums, and I think the next day we tried out a science museum. So we were on a museum kick. And then I said that this particular museum has cars from 1896 all the way up to the present. And then I said, there's a photo of my son and husband in a Model T truck, and they accidentally honked it, so they were laughing hysterically. And then I had to just put a little note on the bottom that says turn the card over, because I just had so much to say. Plus, I wanted to add some more information on the other cars. So I said that the cars, the way that they're set up, are in a chronological order as far as history. And the one that my son is sitting in was a 1956 Buick Super Riviera. Also included the one that I was sitting in, which was a 1927 coupe, and the very strange motorhome that is up in the top left corner. It looks like something from Star Trek. It's very odd. And then the Back to the Future DeLorean. So lots of little fun tidbits about the cars. And now you know some tidbits as well. It's just fun to go to different places and just give them a try. So the last page I am going to put together is this really sweet picture and story of my son and my mother-in-law. We went to dinner for my son's birthday, and these were really the only photos I got. So instead of talking about the birthday, I kind of wanted to talk about their relationship and just focus on that aspect. So I have the 4x6 photo, and then I took this smaller photo and I had it on white with like a white border, but decided I don't need the white border. I wanted it a little smaller. I then took a bunch of these florals that I've been using throughout March, and I had die cut them on the Cameo, and I'm going to sprinkle them around the page. I have a really large one off to the right of the photo, more in the negative space, and then I put 2 around the smaller photo, and I'll use some chipboard. So really trying to use up my kit and use all the pieces. At first, I thought that I was going to maybe use these paint strokes up at the top for either an addition of color or journaling or both, but it really didn't work. So I kind of went back to the drawing board about like what I'm going to put up there, because if it's not going to be that paint stroke, I need something that's like a big title. So I went looking in my stamps and I found a stamp set I haven't used that much. I think it's from the 2023 Week in the Life. I'm not sure, but it has the you, me, us words on it. So I did you plus me and moved the large floral over. That way I could stamp the whole sentiment. And it's going to turn out fantastic. I love it. It was just the sentiment that I needed, because that's exactly what I decided to focus on for this story. So you plus me. I also grabbed the XO story kit because that has to do with love. So I am going to add a little phrase right below the you and the me, because I accidentally left a lot of room between the you and me and the photo. So to make it look more intentional, that's kind of another reason why I added the loving this. And I decided to stamp sideways to help keep it straight, and I think that actually worked really well. That was a good trick to make it more straight, because I'm always stamping crooked if I don't use pencil lines. So I got a chipboard up there that says just this, and then one that says March. And then I just left a few lines for journaling down at the bottom, and that should be sufficient. I wanted to just say that my son and mother-in-law have always had a special bond, and it's so nice to see over the years. And she is called Oma, so we always joke and say it's Oma and Oma-san. Let's look at my list for pages that I wanted to do for March. So I did all about the cuddling, my mother-in-law and my son. This one is already done in this season's spring. That one's already done. And then in this video, we also did the car museum. So I really only have 1, 2, 3, 4 spreads. So that'll probably be another part. So one more video about March, and then March will be done. And I think I said in the previous March video that this album I may consider full after March and then start a new one for April, because I like to break the month up or the year up into 3 months. To me, that just seems like quarters, right? Don't we all divide the month or the year up into quarters? But anyways, here is a look at March and the pages that I added in. So I have this cuddle page with my daughter and using different pieces there. Another one with my son, having lots of fun with some stamps there. And then the one with my son and my mother-in-law. Love how that one came together. Very simple, but very pretty. And then the last one was this car museum one. Again, very simple. I didn't do anything with the pockets. I just cut up the letters and joy. And you know, the thing that took the longest was just doing the research and matching my pictures to the list of the cars. I know I talked about that in the voiceover, but that was the trickiest part, because they just have a list of the cars. They don't have like matching pictures, but it was fun to kind of jot down the actual names of the cars. So that is March, and that is where I'm at for March Project Life. I hope you guys are continuing to enjoy these 6x8 Project Life videos. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Have a wonderful day.